Hey there friends, Nibs again. Out here in the garage today, doing a little bit of goofing around. It is a very cold, very windy day outside, so we're going to keep it inside today, have a little bit of fun. Today I have a mail call for you guys and a whole group of knives that I actually found at fairly local antique shops. So there is the county that I live in. I live in the very northern part of the county. And at the very southern part of the county, there is actually a place where they have just a ton of antique stores. And actually during the summertime, they have a couple of very big antique festivals. I went to this past summer and picked up quite a few cool knives. I saw some BB guns, but they were way too proud of them, so I didn't end up bringing any of those home. But we'll talk about those. The first one actually I found at another antique store that this was actually at the local rifle store, gun store. Went in there to talk to the guys. But this one's pretty cool. It is a all brass sided, like no scales at all, but very nice. It actually, I'm pretty certain it was intended to be that way because it does have double-sided liners on the outside. But this one is a Kutmaster, and it is a Kutmaster T2. Says here's the tang stamp for it: Utica, New York, USA, T2. So I'm wondering if that T2 is the model number, but is like a scout type of knife or utility knife. Has a can opener, the screwdriver blade. Very nice little short one. So the Kutmaster brand started in like 46 from what I understand and went up into the 70s maybe. I might be wrong about that other date, but I'm pretty certain that the Kutmaster, they started using the Kutmaster brand in like 46. But if anybody knows anything about the T2, I haven't had a chance to do any research on it yet. But so I got that one at the local gun store. Now the rest of these were all from that. They're like all lined up on the road. It's called Route 20. And it runs all the way across New York State. But in my county, it's the southern, like almost the southern border, I think, maybe of the county. Very close to it if it's not. But picked up, let's see, I think that was one, but from down there I picked up 10 knives. I got a couple of cool ones. I'll save those ones to the last. Really, really cool ones. They're all good knives. This is a little Imperial Barlow. We have a Barlow challenge coming up next week from New Again Knife Reviews, and I figured I'd pick this one up. This one has the USA along the side tang stamp, so 56 to 88. I'm not sure when that one would have been made, but it is a nice Imperial. I like Imperials. The next one is a nice solid little Robeson. I believe this, so it has the straight Robeson with the model number on it. I believe they started doing that in like the 60s and 70s. But they're these like rose-colored look like Delrin handles. I don't believe it's bone. It could be, I guess. It does look like Delrin though to me. Hard to say. So let's see. The model number is 623. Is that 480? 480. Yeah. Needs a good cleaning. I'm pretty sure it'll get the snapback. It got nice rise on both the. It's just real gunked up inside, but I'm sure that'll get nice snapback. Nice little. I thought this was a Camillus when I first saw it. I have several Camilluses that look just like this one, but this one is actually a Kutmaster. And again, this one is the Utica Kutmaster. It's got a little crust, especially on the pen blade. Pen blade's got some rust on it. We'll give that one a soak in some Evapo-Rust. The main blade is in pretty decent shape though, but really pretty cool. Nice little Kutmaster. All right, so the next two are scout knives. Let's see, this one, missing the bail, but it is a really, really cool. So this one has the older style can opener, and this one is a Utica. This was before they started using the Kutmaster brand, so Utica, that would have predated 1946, but with that older can opener, I'm guessing it's pre-World War II. I'm not 100% certain about that, but I have a couple of parts knives that I can steal a bail off from and get this guy up and running, and it's otherwise in very nice shape. Now this camper here, it has the clamshell, so I'm thinking it might be a colonial or a I haven't been able to get the blade open yet because it was rusted shut, but it has the clamshell, so it might either be an imperial or a colonial. But let's get a pair of pliers here and we'll pull this blade open. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. So it is an ideal, which I do believe ideal was made by Colonial. So there you go. Let's see if we can get these other blades open. Wow, that one came open all right. Little pen blade type of deal. A can opener and bottle opener and little screwdriver attachment. Let's take a look at the yeah, it has a can opener, so it's the more modern style can opener, but not sure when ideal was made, but pretty cool little camp knife nonetheless. All right, so now this next one is a really neat little pen knife, probably celluloid scales. This one is another Kutmaster, but probably an older Kutmaster, I'm guessing. Just needs a little day in the spa. A little pen blade on that one. And I think that one will be a pretty cool little addition. I do have quite a good little Utica collection starting up. Now this next one, I have no idea. The tang stamp is completely, I can see there's something used to be there. I took a picture of it and I still can't make out. I'll try to get a little better picture, but it's a nice little pen knife, and it looks a lot like several Syracuse brand knives that were made by Camillus. Got it for real cheap, so I figured it was actually, otherwise it's in really, really cool condition. Really, really nice condition. Definitely an older knife. Good snap and everything. Now these last three are really, really cool, very old, and no particular order here, but I've got several of the Girl Scout pattern knives from Utica and Kutmaster, and this one is an older one. And Tobias actually did a really good deep dive on, and he didn't have one with this style of scales on it. This one, he had one with like straight lines in going this way and this way, but nothing with that wavy pattern of celluloid type material. But this one, the Girl Scout emblem is pinned in the middle, and that is a very old edition of this Girl Scout knife. And this one also has the old Utica style. So is that one was a Utica too, right? The other one that I had. Yeah. So these two knives are very similar to each other. They're different size. The bigger black jackknife here is much larger, but they both have the older style. So I'm guessing this one's from early 30s to mid 30s. What is interesting about this one is it has a spiral punch on it, and I have not seen anybody portray one of these with a spiral punch on it. So I thought that was pretty cool. That spiral punch was commonly known as a trait of Camillus's, but that's an old Utica, and that predates any Camilluses that I know of with a spiral punch on it. So, and it does not look like it's been taken apart and, you know, put back together or anything. So I'm pretty sure that's original. If anybody knows any different, let me know. Now this one is really, really cool. This one is really, really old, very old. This one is made by a company called Voos, or I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Voos. So it says Voos, and it has an arrow going through it, and then USA. And a little bit of research I've done on this one so far shows that this one, the Voos company was making knives with that tang stamp between like 1870, 1886, something like that, up until about 1919. And very cool bone handles. I love that. I've got several. Over here, I have a number of these old pocket knives with these bone handles. Here's another one right here. Just awesome, awesome. Fun to collect those old ones with those bone handles. Here's another one, actually. This one's an old Imperial from the 20s or 30s, but a Voos. So anyway, let's keep going. And then this is the last one. And again, those three are not in any particular order as far as my liking or disliking them, but this one is actually says Premier in a little circle on them. And from what I've been able to find, and I could be wrong again, but this one, the Premier company was making this model K91 between 1922 and into the 50s, early 50s. And this is a single bladed, kind of a jumbo single blade jackknife. nice big grip, but it looked like Delrin or some sort of plastic material, but from what I've read, these are actually some sort of animal horn handles on this. And after looking at it, I can tell, you can kind of tell that it is. It's got a little bit of white variation there at the bottom, and very, very cool knife. And this thing has some gator snap. But so those are the knives. Now we'll get into the mail call here. I have two packages. First one's coming in with a new friend of the channel. His name's Bill, and his channel is called Target Forge. Oh, this other one I showed you, also a Utica. Target Forge, and there's also another one called Airgun Geeks. He's and his friend Pat runs that one. Just did a live stream with those guys, and Bill said he was going to send me over a little care package. And so the first thing that he has made is a little 3D printed, and he uses a material that's kind of a rubbery feeling material. And it allows you to clip that onto a Picatinny rail, and then you can store your fill probe in it. Let me see if I can. I've got my little tin of fill probes. So he saw that I was storing my fill probes actually in the gun, which for short term he said is not that big a deal. But so let's see here. So you can put your fill probe in there, and then got a little cap that you can cover up the top of it with, so you can store that on the gun and still have it ready to go. So we'll be testing that out at the range. That's pretty cool. I'm actually going to put that in the tin with the fill probes for now, so I don't lose it. Now these next things, looks like, oh, there's a bunch of them here, are a little device he's calling the Can Piranha. He sent a bunch of them, so maybe we'll do some giveaways with a few of them and keep a few of them for ourselves. But he's calling this the Can Piranha. Hold your can like a piranha, designed for full or empty pop cans, empty pet food cans, spam cans. Make that can stay put where you want it. so you can actually clip these. We're gonna set one of these up here in a second and test it out. But you can clip this into just about any can. It has a sharp edge on there, so be careful when you're working with them. But clip that inside of a can, tin can, soda can, any kind of can, and it's going to dig right in and hold on to that can. So stand by. So I just have your standard beverage can. So if you have this full of water and it's not, or full of whatever beverage it is, and you want to shoot it that way, you can clip into the pull tab. I guess you could use that way too, even with it being. But he also said that if you wanted to clip into the opening, but by the same way, like a tomato soup can or some sort of can like that, if you wanted to grip it inside the can after it was opened, now you can hang that can up and shoot it too. So we're going to set that up in a second and test out. So we have several of these. We'll keep a couple for the channel and do a couple of giveaways. That'll be fun. Let's just make sure that is all there was. I just don't want to forget nothing. Speaking of forgetting something, where'd it go? I had no, I lost it again. So I had done a opening of the Pinty gift box that was sent over. Oh, here it is. And this actually was tucked inside the box, and I didn't find it till after I'd finished up. But this is a little note that Pinty sent over. It says, "Thank you for standing with us this year. Your grit, skill, and unwavering support have pushed every project further and made our goal stronger in the field. Our gear stronger in the field. Working with you is just a partnership. It's a force. Isn't just a partnership. It's a force multiplier. You're a key part of the Pinty Tactical family, and we're proud to have you on our side. Here is to another year pushing limits, leveling up our gear, and taking on bigger challenge together. The Pinty team." So definitely becoming a Pinty fanboy. So now this one is coming in from Troy over at Big Air Precision. You guys have seen me do a lot of his stuff on the channel lately, and he has innovated another magazine for us for the Buster. I think it is the Pinty Buster pistol, and he has developed these in both 177 and in 22 caliber. The one that I have is a 22 caliber, so he sent that. Oh yeah, he did. Now I figured out. Remember what this other thing was in his in the package here. He asked me about. He found. So he had this knife from when he was younger, and I offered, and he accepted that he would send it over, and I would give it a full day at the spa and send it on back to him. So it is a very nice case knife, little Stockman. What is this one? A 44 pattern? Yeah, 63, 44. Oh, actually snapping open and not snapping closed. So we'll give it a full day at the spa. So this one has the case emblem with no oval engraved on it. So we can kind of assume that this is a Delrin handle, and you can kind of look at it and see that it is as well. So the first thing I'll do with this is put it in a bath of mineral oil for a day or two, and that will rejuvenate those Delrin handles very well. And also probably get some of that snapback. So I can see that the springs are rebounding out when I open the blades. So that's a really good sign that this just needs a really good cleaning, and it'll come back to life. So we'll give this a full day at the spa for Troy and then send it on back to him. I really appreciate his support and friendship. And so I'm going to set up a can using the Piranha here and load up a mag for the Buster, and then we'll shoot a couple of shots downrange, and then we'll finish it up. Stand by. Alrighty, I am back. I have my can set up downrange, and I have loaded up the, so I want to show you this this magazine here first. So this is the original Buster magazine right here, 9-shot in 177. I think they're 8-shot and 22, but here is the other one, just a little bit bigger. But Troy's pretty certain that we would be able to continue to utilize the iron sights if we were using the iron sights. So I have a red dot on mine. But let's go ahead and I did actually mount up the little gripper for the fill probe, working really nice. Let's go ahead and actually, let me move this out just a little bit more here. I just have a can over there, nothing too oh well, actually we're we're testing out the can, so the can grip, the can piranha. Oh, that one a little high. Trying to shoot right along that line of the can there. There we go. We're down to the last 3 shots. So these do have a little, the last has a little mark on there, and as it comes around, you've got a 3, a 2, and a 1. So you know when you're down to the last couple shots. All right, this should be the last one. And then the last round hold open. So really pretty cool. So there you go, the Big Air Precision. And I can definitely see where you can definitely see past the iron sights. So that would definitely work still with the iron sights. And plenty of room for a when you're using a red dot as well. And the Target Forge, check out Target Forge YouTube channel. I will link his on here. And so with this, when you got a suppressor mounted up on the 1/2x20 threads there, you have to pull the suppressor off to be able to fill it with air. So definitely having that to be able to store. I wonder if we could put it up here so it probably would not block the that way it would be a little more oh yeah, you can't even see it through the window of that's even better. You can't even see it through the window of the red dot. So, but really cool stuff. Thanks, Troy. Thanks, Bill. Troy, I'll get your knife fixed right up for you and get it sent back. Hope you guys liked the video. Till next time, have a great day.